Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing33 Plays Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. My name is Stealwing33 and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking to mix it up a little bit. Let's get it on. Let's get it started. We're going to probably go anti-spicy today. Just so that we can maybe get a more decently length video out of it. Sorry I hadn't posted the last couple days. It's been a busy week. Just time got away from me on the last couple days, and then I recently joined a raiding guild in WoW, and just time got away from me a little bit, so, you know, do what you will. Installed my new graphics card so we can officially tank better graphics while simultaneously recording, so that's nice. Happy about that. And, yeah, so there you go. A little bit of insight for you right there into the day-to-day life of young Stealwing33. Honestly, it's 90% just like, you know, time gets away from me sometimes, and, yeah, I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. It's got very little to do with, like, not wanting to, but more to do with, like, you know, every recording session I do takes a minimum of, like, an hour to 45 minutes, and sometimes finding a free hour or 45 minutes throughout the course of my day is difficult. At least in the span of time it would require to, like, do a recording. So yeah, I think we're gonna ride the plane out to Stalber, then jump out at Stalber, and make it happen like that instead. Stalber is turning rapidly into one of my favorite places to drop in. Generally, it's pretty easy to not have anybody there. You know, people have a tendency to drop out or go west towards Lipovka and stuff, or Severny and the firing range. They have a tendency to go this way or drop out anywhere down here and not really drop in at Stalber. Just because Stalber is a little barren, just a little bit. But I have discovered that if you are basically by yourself, Stalber's fine. And if you're at a duo, Stalber's fine. But anything more than that, and you start getting there's not enough loot for everybody if you have more than 2 people. Which could be, you know, a bad thing. Right. It's also a trick to just know where all the loot is. That guy got fast drop, so we're going to drop in here instead. To hopefully not get roasted by that guy. Right, cool. Handgun's good for now. But we need body armor before we can engage anybody. I've discovered, so I've been playing a lot lately, and, you know, with pretty decent results, I think, in, like, a lot of cases. Extended mags for my handgun. I don't have a backpack, so we're going to ignore anything extraneous until I get a backpack. Really need body armor. I either need a body armor or I need a bigger gun. Jukebox hero. But we got to be careful, because we know somebody dropped in over there. So they're going to be heading in, like, this direction pretty soon. So we have to be aware of them. There is a chance that they didn't find any weaponry over by themselves. But that hope could very easily get dashed if we're not careful. He's gonna take, like, he's gonna have to shoot me in the torso to kill me instantly. Ah, but I see him. There he is. Looks like he's just got a handgun. Alright, so he ran into that section over there. So what we're gonna do is wait here. Where'd he go? Alright. This isn't a good place to stay anymore. I winged him a couple times. And we know there's not really anything to grab over there. Small protracted firefight's not that bad. Just trying to keep an eye on both areas if we can here. It might be in our interest to leave, to be honest. Hold on. What was that? I thought I saw his shadow. There he is. Oh, I winged him. Again. This guy's a worse shot than I am. Alright. I'm gonna let him go. We laid claim to the top area here, so... Alright. Let's poke around a little bit more. Then we'll grab the motorcycle and get the hell out of here. Glad I decided to poke around a little bit more. This backpack's gonna be useful. That's great. A couple more bolts for my handgun. Another shotgun. Grab that before that guy grabs it. Alrighty. Alright, cool. I mean, that puts us in it a little bit better than we were. So, alright, cool. That choke. It's a choke. I might have killed him if I had that on earlier. Alright. We should probably get out of here, to be honest. Yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. The motorcycle is really dangerous. But we're going to take it anyway. We're just going to be cautious while we do it. Mason, remember that I can air correct with this thing now. You can air correct with the single bike, which is nice because it means I'll hopefully flip and die less. Hopefully, being the operative word there. Doing sick flips and shit. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Whoop. It's not a natural buggy. Jukebox hero. We don't have any body armor yet, which, is a little scary. That's okay. You need to remember that jumping out of this is fatal. So even if somebody starts shooting at me, my best option is to drive away. Where are we going? We're going over there, apparently. This area actually looks relatively unlooted. But keep your eyes peeled. You never know. Without body armor, we're gonna be in trouble. If somebody gets the jump on me, we're gonna be in trouble, because I'm probably gonna get roasted. This place actually has been looted. I figured it might have been. Oh, that's bad. Oh, okay. Did a front wheelie for a second there. Where's the circle? Probably across the bridge. Probably. Fall over. As long as that guy's just leaving, I'm fine with that. I really need body armor before I can, like, start to cross the bridge. Actually, you know what? We'll know if there are bridge trolls if that guy starts getting roasted really hard in a minute here. Just because the vector was left behind doesn't mean this place is unlooted, so be mindful. Although it is ever increasingly likely that this place is just gone unlooted. Yeah, we're gonna keep the vector. I'm trying to decide if I want to ditch the shotgun or not. Nah, we'll keep the shotgun as well. I guess. Okay, so the problem here is the shotgun and the vector occupy the same attack range, which is like short to mid range. The UMP, I can at least shoot at people from a distance with it, and expect reasonable results. Right? Can't do that with the vector. We're going to be using a lot of smoke grenades this game, I think. Alright, so this. Check these two little convenience store things. Nope, just level 1 armor. Bunch of people just died outside the play zone. They have to have been AFK, boys. It's so easy to get into the first zone, even if you, like, fudge it up real bad and don't move until, like, you could, depending on where you are, it's so hard to die to the first blue. Like, this, however, is definitely replacing the shotgun. We need a longer ranged option, and, this is too good of an opportunity to get a really good long range option. The M16, you know, as much as I rail against it, if you're going to use it for single shots at, like, medium to long range, it's actually pretty good. I just don't like that. I don't like the burst fire mode, but I guess I'm not being told I have to use burst fire, like, ever, so perhaps railing against it in that regard is not the smartest idea. Very useful, actually. Bunch of people trying to cross the bridge. I didn't hear anybody get, like, roasted really hard when they tried to cross the bridge. So it might be safe. It might have been safe the last couple, like, people that have crossed it. And there's a chance that it, like, just isn't safe anymore. We'll see. We gotta cross the bridge regardless, I'm pretty sure. So... me. Motorcycle too fast. That guy, I whizzed past that guy before he even realized I was whizzing past him. Oh, baby. That's lucky. We could really use an optic for our rifle, to be honest. So I don't think we're done looting yet. It's getting closer to the time where we have to be done looting regardless of whether or not I want to be done looting. Just because it's starting to get dangerous to enter buildings. As the circle shrinks, it becomes more and more dangerous to go into stuff. Ever. Flash hider. The SMG already have that. Jukebox hero. We'll probably just lay claim to the mushroom house, to be honest. Although that does make me regret putting down my shotgun a little bit, just because shotguns are really good at holding single entranceways, because they don't require very many shots to kill somebody. There's still more rooms to search. Alright, well, on the bright side, we apparently have enough bullets for our Vector to kill a small army, so... You know what, I guess we're just gonna have to live with it. We're pretty armored. Just hang out in this mushroom house until it's time to go, basically. Alright, cool. We'll have to murder somebody and take their optics. That's probably what's going to have to happen here. If I had to guess, the circle's going to be on this part of the island. It might center on the military base, but I don't ever really see that happen. But that would be... Okay, there you go. I was like, it wouldn't be the first time. We're just barely not in the circle right now. Kind of want to take the motorcycle and just go. We need to find a good place to take cover, basically, because we are not going to win any engagements with anybody with any kind of optics. It's just not going to happen. So we gotta... If we're gonna win this, we need to find a place that isn't in the open to take cover. You know, we're gonna need a mushroom house. We're gonna need a building of some kind, because there's no way. Like, we won't win fights in the forest, especially not with my fucking eyesight. Spotted that guy. Just drive away. I think the major issue we're going to run into is that the military base sucks. Probably the worst place for the circle to be ever. There's a lot of angles, a lot of high rooftops, a lot of awful places to hide. We'll just occupy one of these bunkers, I think. These bunkers suck. Okay. Might as well check everything. This bunker sucks less than the other bunker. We'll live here until the circle condenses again. And then, yeah, there you go. Top 23. It's not bad. Motorcycle's shifting positions as we're watching it. Look at it go, boys. Yeah, it's gonna turn kind of nutty in a little bit. We're close toward the center. I'm hoping that by taking over this bunker, we've basically given ourselves every advantage we can to make use of the weaponry that we have. I essentially need to roast somebody in order for us to win. Like, we need to kill somebody, and they need to have some kind of optic on their gun. Like, something. They need, like... I don't even need, like, an 8x. Like, I need, like a 4x scope. Even a fucking red dot would... The irons on most of these rifles take up too much real estate. You want, like, a red dot. You want something that's a little easier to see through and see around. The 2x scope is okay. It still takes up a lot of real estate, so that's still pretty bad. I can hit people with a red dot from a pretty decent distance. I've done it before, so we'll see. All right. We're still safe, so I'm not feeling the need to leave, because the next circle could still shrink in my direction, and then we'd still be safe. I might have to creep up to the front of the bunker, but we'll see. 18 alive. A lot of the buildings in the military base are still inside the circle. Probably people are going to stay in the buildings, if I had to guess. My hope is that I won't have to siege a building. Because I'm bad at sieging buildings. Like, really bad at sieging buildings. Really good at defending them and beating back sieges. Just not very good at sieging. Alright, adjusting my chair. Cracking my back. Dialing in a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna try to be a ghost is the plan. A lot of people dying outside the play zone. Either went AFK or did not respect the play zone. Yeah, a lot of people dying outside the play zone. They must have gotten jammed up on the bridge for some reason. Something must have did them in. That's pretty late in the game to suddenly die outside the play zone. Guy's just circling in his Jeep, waiting for somebody to shoot at him so he knows where they are. Not a bad tactic. He's got one of the better Jeeps to do it with. Beep, beep, bomb a Jeep instead of beep, beep, bomb a Jeep. Or he's circling to try to find good cover. Honestly, anything's possible. I really wish we had been able to take over the radio tower right here. This radio tower is super good. It's really high. There's only one entrance. So he took a pot shot at the guy. Came from the east, that way. Okay. You've got to beep, beep. I said a beep, beep like a sheep. Brrr. I've got face protection. I've got pretty... The body armor I have on is decent. The level 2 is about where I consider myself in a good position. Oh, barely not there. I am actually going to have to leave my bunker. Here's what we're going to do. Get the bike. I can't take cover there. What? Why can't I take cover in, like, several of these areas? It's like there's something invisible there. See, like, look at this. Like, what am I standing on? There must actually be stuff in here that I just can't see. Something must not be loading in right for me, because there's definitely, like, I'm standing on something, like I'm high up in the air, higher than I should be, and I, like, 100% shouldn't be able to do that. I'm hoping that by crouching here, like, so the only thing that's gonna kill me right now is if somebody is really looking for me. Wish I could see what this looks like from the outside, to be honest. I'm pretty obscured, and I'm wearing black. And so you can't remove shadows anymore from the game. The INI files got modified so that you can't remove stuff from them anymore. It was great. Top 8. Hiding like a coward inside of a bunker. The top 8. In the immortal words of my buddy Eric, object of the game isn't to kill people. The object of the game is to be the last one alive. I can hear the car guy. He's right outside my bunker, like on that wall. Seven people alive. Totally fine. Okay. What's our plan? Well, our plan's to wait for the circle to shrink until I have to move, then move. And hopefully not potato when we have to actually shoot somebody. Now's not a good time to hit your head, Andre. Yeah, he's like right on the other side of that wall. Shooting people with his fucking car. comes the circle. S12K, some dude with a shotgun just roasted somebody. Oh my god, I got the circle again. I just really hope whatever this invisible object is in front of me, I won't shoot it when I, like, open fire in a minute here. Three alive. Two hombres that aren't me. Plus me. I honestly never thought I'd be in a position where I was sitting in one of these fucking bunkers, waiting for the circle to compress. Everyone just be cool, man. Just be cool. Don't do anything stupid. Like continue talking when you need to be listening. That would be dumb. No one would ever do that. That was a mistake. I saw that guy fall from the sky. I panicked a little bit. There's a chance that this guy's on top of this bunker, right? Yep. That chance was 100% that that guy was on top of that bunker. Oh my god. Fuck. If I hadn't fired, he wouldn't have heard me. Honestly. Fuck me. Alright. That's gonna do it for this episode, though. I'll be honest. Ended really shitty, but that was a tense, like, last little section right there. Yeah, he had the angle, man. What can I say? He had the angle. That's gonna do it for this episode, though. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date. I want to post more videos. If you really like what you saw, leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Helps me out a great deal. But of course, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!